Romantics is an artistic, literary, and intellectual movement that originated in 18th century Western era. During the Industrial Revolution, this movement was partly a revolution against the aristocratic, social and political norms of the Enlightenment and reaction to the resolutions of nature in art and literature. This movement emphasized strong emotions as the source of aesthetic experience, putting new search on emotions such as fear, horror, and awe the one experience when one face the sublime of nature. This movement promotes folk art, nature and habits, and advocates an epistemology based on nature, including human activities conditioned by nature in the form of language, habits, and traditions. He was influenced by Enlightenment ideas and glorified medieval themes and elements of art and narrative ascribed to the Middle Period. The name "romantic" itself come, comes from the term romance, which is a prose or poetic heroic narrative variation from medieval and romantic literature.
Romanticism can be seen as a rejection of the perception of order, calm, harmony, balance, idealism, and rationalism that defied classicism in general and late 18th century Nihilism in particular. It also to come as direction against the Enlightenment and against 18th century rationalism and physical materialism in general. Romanticism emphasizes the individual, the subjective, the original, the imaginative, the personal, the spontaneous, the emotional, the visionary, and the transcendental. Among the characteristics of romantic were the following: a deep appreciation of the beauty of nature, a general exaltation of emotion, operation, and of the sense of intellect, a turning in upon itself, and b heightened examination of human personality and its mood and mental vitality, a preoccupation with the genius, the hero, and the exceptional figure in general, and a focus on his or her passion and inner struggle. A new view of the artist as a supremely individual creator whose creative spirit is more important than strict adherence to formal rules and traditional procedures. An emphasis upon imagination as a gateway to transcendence, experience, and spiritual truth. An obsessive interest in folk culture, national and ethnic culture origin, and medieval era, and predilection for the exotic, the remote, the mysterious, the wild, the occult, the monstrous, and the disease, and even the satanic.
Pengaruh sosial budaya Romanticism di Inggris. Revolution is a social and cultural change that takes place quickly and involves the basis or principle of community life. In a revolution, the change that occur can be planned or unplanned and can be carried out without violence or through violence. A measure of the speed at which a change is actually relative is that even revolution can take a long time.
For example, the Industrial Revolution in England, which took decades but was considered fast because it was able to change the basic aspect of community life, such as the family system and the relationship between workers and employers that had been going on for hundreds of years. The revolution calls for an attempt to break down, break through, and build from the old system to an entirely new system. In revolution, it often leads to social, economic, and political disintegration.
These are the names of influential figures in the Romanticism era. Famous Romantic poets: 1. William Blake, 1757 until 1827. 2. Robert Burns, 1759 until 1796. 3. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, 1772 until 1834. 4. Lord Byron, 1788 until 1824. 5. John Keats, 1795 until 1821. Writers of the Romantic period: 1. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, 1749 until 1832. 2. Sir Walter Scott, 1771 until 1832. 3. Mary Shelley, 1797 until 1851. 4. Honor de Balzac, 1799 until 1850. 5. Alexander Dumas, 1802 until 1870. 6. Victor Hugo, 1802 until 1885. 7. Gustav Flaubert, 1821 until 1880.
Joseph Marlowe William Turner is a British artist known for his expressive colouring, imaginative landscape and dramatic image, so it can easily be seen that he is an artist of Romanticism. Turner's most famous painting is his seascape. Turner was born in Maiden Lane, Covent Garden, London, in a modest, low, middle-class family. He lived in London all his life, maintaining his country accent and remaining humble through his fame. Fisherman at Sea by Joseph Marlowe William Turner. This painting is the first painting Turner has exhibited at the Royal Academy. This moonlit landscape was one of the translating night viewed in the 18th century. The contrasting moonlight could not be matched by the sudden glow of the flickering lanterns. Turner made to want to appease that the force of nature cannot be matched by humans. The waves to look unlit give more tension to the atmosphere of the painting. Not only that, in the background is a rock silhouette painting which Fisherman of Tuesday feared, because it was dangerous and proved a casualty for a dark night setting.